And we are live. What's up, and welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. Today it's just me and what are you? The hacker?
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
hacker.
It's
I
just
did
me
not
and the
take
hacker over
Cloudflare.
here
I didn't take
running
down
a little
Cloudflare.
light. I don't know if you want to say that on YouTube.
I said I did not.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you did. I was gonna be like bold claim, sir, bold claim. Um, But yeah, it's just we're running a little light today. We're gonna be talking about a little bit, I guess, this Cloudflare outage and what it kind of means. Going three in a row, basically, for major service providers going down. And yeah, there are a few other things that went on too. We got some cool new tech releases that are coming out that I think are gonna make a lot of cool waves in the gaming industry. So I think that'll be fun to see if those actually work out. But yeah, basically, Cloudflare went down this week after. I don't think they've been exactly a week apart, but like every other week, we've had a major service provider roughly go down for some period of time. We had
Yeah.
AWS first, then we had Microsoft went down, so Azure was down, all their services, and now Cloudflare went down. So well, I was just gonna say my first kind of just thought here is who's next? Who's
Yeah.
left? Google?
Google.
Does
I thought
Google
Google
offer
already
a bunch of cloud services?
didn't Google already go down earlier?
Not that I'm aware of.
I thought GCP had some issues earlier this year. I can't remember though. But
I'm
yeah, no,
talking.
I
This
mean
seems
we
to be
like
localized here though in the past few weeks.
yeah, no, I mean my company uses GCP, so there's tons of customers. I mean,
Yeah,
because basically because of these outages, now multi-substrate is becoming like almost like required in
yeah. So
production
you
servers.
have all three of them.
Yeah, so it's like if you're a real production company, like, and you don't want to go down, you have to be distributed now. Like, you
Yeah,
have to be distributed on the types of data centers you're using. So it's like now you have to be on AWS and GCP. I think those are like, in terms of diversity, having it on those two substrates is probably one of the best ones to do.
yeah.
Uh, because I've seen a lot of crossover between like Azure and AWS randomly. Like when AWS goes down, Azure kind of goes down too. I've been seeing a lot of that. Um,
But like my only thing
so
is I don't know necessarily why that affects it. But I also believe Microsoft's ecosystem is inherently unstable. Because they break it like
yeah,
every other day.
you could just assume it's just a general Microsoft problem.
Yeah, if some random thing is not working for no
It's a Windows
reason
issue.
and there's no error message, not even Windows, it's their cloud infrastructure, it's online
Yeah,
things. Like Microsoft Exchange, the email service, is just a
dude.
pain.
I remember I used to use SharePoint and OneNote.
Yep.
Dude, both those services, cloud stuff, like whatever syncing and whatever, like would never work properly, dude. That
Yep.
stuff never worked properly.
Welcome to
So I
Microsoft
don't know
Cloud
how I don't know
Infrastructure.
how it does now. Like 2025, maybe it's a little bit better, but
Nope.
I remember back in the day,
Nope.
like 10 years ago, when I used to use that stuff, it was terrible.
Do you want to know what they do now?
What?
They're just like, so guys, I had this idea. We're going to do a bug fix and we're just going to remove features. And then internally, they built it and then they released it and they
Yeah,
didn't tell anyone they did this. Just stuff's
that's
gone.
yeah.
And that's how
Just like
Microsoft
entire
works
feature
now.
breakdown. That's
So
crazy.
it kind of seems like when services break, they just remove the service
Yeah,
within the
like if some
program.
piece of it breaks, they're just like,
Yeah.
all right, screw this piece of code.
Yep. They're just like delete. Um, Everything else still works, right? Delete. Uh, so yeah, I don't know what their problem is. It seems like they're struggling more than most software companies with this change to the new Windows 11 architecture, jumping onto new servers and everything. So,
Yeah.
or they're just horrible at development and they're actually doing the scenario I just made up.
I think Yeah, no, I think it's very much like outside of their machine learning stuff and AI stuff that they're doing with OpenAI, I feel like the rest of their development is absolute garbage because, dude, they have like one of the biggest companies in the world in terms of employees and specifically engineers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, how do you have this many engineers and your guys' software still has so many freaking problems? You know, it's
No,
like,
it's
what's
the
going on?
development process that they use, or
Yeah,
whatever that philosophy is
it's
there.
yeah, whatever
One
that
hundred
process
percent is
is
that.
it's
Uh
like is your code not getting reviewed properly? Like what's going on here? You
no,
know,
but they
it's like
literally
things
push
that-
updates that just break
yeah,
things. And then every
yeah.
once in a while, instead of the next update fixing it, the thing's just gone.
I think like how backwards compatible is Windows still? Is it still like pretty backwards compatible, or is it, or
So
do they
it's
completely
still,
ignore
they
that?
didn't change the kernel.
Okay.
So it's all like upper level stuff with some security stuff that's more kernel level. So they
Yeah.
added to
Yeah.
it, but I don't think they really changed it in terms of what it is. Like at its
Yeah. In terms
heart,
of like
it's
the
still
core
Windows
architecture,
10.
it's
Windows
probably the
10
same thing.
programs will run on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so it's at least back. It's backwards at least to 10. So it's
my
backwards
guess is,
one version.
all right, look, there are things from 2003 that you can run on Windows 11 that have not been
Okay, that's crazy.
developed because they came on a
Yeah.
disk.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just the Windows kernel. It's not like it's backwards compatible. It's just always been the same thing.
Okay, so they just basically everything they built is on top of the same thing. Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Like fundamentally that like literally like at the kernel level it's basically the same ish,
So
but they're just adding stuff.
I'm not gonna show my full file explorer to the stream, but I
Yeah.
could go find a folder in Windows titled Internet Explorer right now with the full application.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I remember like
It's built into
I
Windows.
think
They
we're
can't
talking about
take it
the same,
out.
like
File Explorer
that
uses Internet
yeah,
Explorer.
Windows Explorer, like Internet Explorer,
It's all
is literally
intertwined,
a
so they can't remove
fundamental
it.
piece of software. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So to give you an idea, that's what Windows is. It's a lot of duct tape. It hasn't been
Yeah, dude.
properly rebuilt, I don't think, ever.
And I don't think they'll ever invest like and be like, all right, let's just go back and create a version from scratch, like with modern tools. Like, what would we do? I don't know if they're ever gonna do that.
They should. The problem with that is all your enterprise customers that run Windows
Yeah,
everything and always have will lose
yeah,
support for a bunch of their programs. So they
mm,
need to do a Windows Rosetta, basically,
yeah,
along with that, which is, I think, might be a bit more of a challenge there too. Granted,
mhm.
now AI exists, so I believe AI could just be a translation layer because it's literally like one to one. Just train
Yeah.
it
It
on
could it
both
could handle
languages.
some kind of integration. Yeah, it could have some kind of integration with it.
But
Um,
either way, it is
yeah,
like, yeah, they need to do that. No, they're not going to do that. Windows will still be Windows, and I don't see it getting any better. Dude, there's stuff that's been broken in like
yeah,
just Windows for like the last 3 or 4 versions of Windows. Like since Windows 7, there's still the same problem. And it's just like, so you didn't change everything. You just changed the things you wanted us to see. So,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
And also, if
It's
they ever rewrote it, they wouldn't need Internet Explorer in Windows 11.
no, dude. I just had like a coworker, and apparently, like when he came to the U.S., he like chose to have a Windows laptop. I'm like, dude, why the heck would you choose to have a Windows?
I chose to have a Windows laptop.
No hate on
I
Windows,
can talk shit about Mac OS too. Mac OS has the
but
same problem at
I'm
this
just
point
like,
with
bro, come
holding
on.
on to bugs and not solving them with new versions.
No, I mean, I'll give you like the file search doesn't work, and like the
So
general search doesn't work at all. So
you
those
want to
two
know,
things are
that's what's
really don't
broken
work
in
on Mac.
Windows too.
Yeah,
And it's hard,
yeah,
I get that, but it's been broken for a long time. But so
dude,
Microsoft with Mac OS
yeah,
is 10
yeah,
years behind where, or sorry, Apple with macOS is 10 years behind where Microsoft is with Windows. So
Yeah.
in 10 years, I expect macOS to be at the staleness that Windows is right now. Because macOS is guilty of the same thing. They haven't rewrote macOS entirely. I think, to be honest, they didn't even rewrite it for the switch to Apple Silicon. I think they translated
Yeah.
it.
They probably, yeah,
I
they
think they
probably
just
didn't rewrite it.
translated it into the new code for the ARM processor and just
Yeah.
basically copied as much of it as they could. Because there are still things in the ARM one that were on the Intel one and still do the same things.
I think for, I think the only one Apple probably rewrote was iOS, and then the major rewrite was iOS 7. Like I'm almost like 100% sure because iOS
They
7
may
was
have
such
done
a different.
iOS at some point.
Yeah, iOS 7 was such a different iOS than any of the previous ones. Like it was a complete leap in capability, and then basically everyone after that has been like the same thing. It's just a different wrapper on basically the same
So there's
software.
been a lot more development in like hardware for phones and
Yeah.
software for phones than I feel like there has been in the desktop space, like specifically for
Yeah.
OSs. And I guess supporting applications too, like app stores have made so much money.
Mhm.
So I also feel like the phones just got the better end of it. Like you sold so many phones a year, it was worth it to do the extra development on that OS to have something
Mhm.
new versus like I mean, look, you can sell a lot of desktop computers. You're never selling close to as many desktop computers as iPhones or as many laptops.
No. Yeah.
Not in a single year.
And
They aren't a thing that
I mean,
people switch out all the time.
it's still absolutely incredible to me, like how many people just yearly or like at least at this point it's getting every other year, but every other year somebody I know is getting a new iPhone. So it's like it's impossible to not see people still buying this stuff. It's crazy.
I'm going on my longest streak of not buying an iPhone since I bought an
Yeah,
iPhone 6.
dude, I'm with you, dude. I'm at
Right now,
3 years now, so I'm
I'm
on
at
15.
then I'm at 4 years. Actually, it'll be 4 years the day after Christmas. That was the day I got it. And I
Dang.
have a 14 Pro. Well, 14 Pro Max.
Yeah.
And you could hand this phone to someone who has never had an iPhone and tell them it was the newest iPhone, and they would believe you.
Yeah. It's the same shit, man. This thing's the same thing, dude.
You could
Whatever,
literally just
iPhone
hand this
17,
to
whatever,
people.
man. This thing's exactly the same thing. I think I'm gonna have to upgrade finally on this next one, like the 18, because I do see my phone getting slow in some areas, so I'm like,
Mine's
dang,
not.
it's getting a little slow.
I literally have zero issues ever with my phone being any sort of slow. Have not seen it once. It is not frozen on like the unlock screen. Nothing.
Well, I'm always running like the betas, so I have no idea like how it is on the normal stuff.
My
But
guess is
on
that
the
is
betas,
impacting you.
I
I'm on
randomly
a
get
beta right now
some
though.
freezes.
Hold up. Am I on the beta channel?
No, that's my only thing. Like I think I'm pretty sure like on the top
No.
ones there's less of those freezes, but like sometimes I just get like a whole like lag going on. I'm like, what the heck?
Well,
I'm on the beta
I might
3.
have been on beta, but no, I'm not. I'm on 26.1.
I'm on there's this new beta that's just out like today. I just updated. Let's see. Yeah, 26.2
Yeah.
beta 3, I think.
So
That's what I was on.
they just dropped 26.1 recently, I think.
Yeah, so it's I mean it's the same shit, man. I don't know what they're updating.
No, but
Sometimes I'm
like
like I don't know what they're updating, but
to be fair,
uh,
one of
yeah,
the things that I do like about this phone from that
yeah,
is it has always just worked.
yeah, yeah.
It has never not worked. Has always worked.
Well, this shit always works. I mean,
Four
that's for
years
sure. That's a
strong.
fact.
I have used my phone for a good portion of the day. Have 43% battery.
Yeah. No, the battery is great, man. like only when I'm running the betas, like the battery's messed up because like the OS isn't optimized. But
Dude, and like literally, so if I go into my battery health, my maximum charge is still 85% of what it was originally.
I think mine was like 89 or something last time I checked. Let me look.
So you got a year younger too.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see my battery health. How do I look at my health? Normal. Yeah, 89%. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I use the fuck out of my phone too. I mean,
I use it a good bit too. So that's the
yeah.
one thing I
think
will
everybody
appreciate
uses
it.
the fuck out of the phone. I mean, honestly.
I
But
will appreciate it for that it just works.
yeah.
But yeah, we'll need to see. I
Um,
don't know if I'm gonna buy another one.
Interesting transition. We can transition to our topic we got here. The Apple, what is that thing called? I literally forgot what it's called.
I don't know
What
what.
is it? The
Wait,
pouch?
what were you talking about? I
What is
wasn't
this thing
talking. I
called?
never talked about an Apple thing today.
iPhone Pocket. There we go. The iPhone Pocket.
What's the
Have you seen
iPhone
this?
Pocket? No. When I said
So
new
this,
stuff coming out in the episode in the intro,
yeah.
I was referring to something completely and utterly different.
No, I know what you're talking about. That was another topic I put, right? I sent some topics earlier this week, if you remember.
Yes, yeah. I think you might have put the other one because that's what I was thinking. Oh, I did see this. I immediately put it out of my brain because why? I
This thing
don't
is
need a
ridiculous.
phone sock. I don't need a phone
This
sock.
thing is
No one
ridiculous,
needs
dude.
a phone
So
sock.
like, um, I literally saw
Isn't it
this
like
and I was like,
expensive too?
it's like over $100.
Yeah,
Look at the
yeah.
real price.
Oh,
$149.
I'm going on Reddit. Hold up. What did Reddit people
Dude, that's
say?
crazy, dude.
I want to see
What
what
the heck?
Reddit. This is clearly the evolution of the
$149.
iPod socks from 2008.
Yeah. And the crazy part is like they're saying the iPod sock from back in the day was like $5 or
So
something.
this is 130.
But dude, this is crazy. This is honestly ridiculous. And it's like they're saying like you should hold it like a bag
Yes, you're supposed to
or
drape it around your arm or do the
wrap it
cross
around
strap.
your yeah.
Dude,
Oh
this
my
thing is so weird.
I
So
think, dude, it might be the thing that catches on though. It might happen. I could see it possibly happening, honestly. I feel like that might catch on. Because
dude,
people really like those bags, like the fanny packs. People love that shit. So I think that's kind of what they were trying to get with this thing.
why do you need a phone pocket?
I don't know. Dude. I don't know. I'm definitely not in the
Oh
market. I
my
would
God,
never
hold
spend
up.
$150 on that thing.
Forbes
Never.
ruined them over this.
What did Forbes say?
The headline is Apple's weakest product ever. Meet the iPhone
Dude.
Pocket.
Dude, if this is weak, then those wheels, the Apple wheels that they sell is insane.
No, they
man.
sold the
Those
wheels.
wheels are like
See,
the
but the
wheels are
wheels
like
were an
$800.
accessory to a case, and it allowed you
Yeah.
to wheel the case. Which, yes, they were stupid expensive, but people and businesses bought them for the utility
Yeah.
of the wheel. This
Oh, yeah,
has
'cause it
no
actually
utility.
lets you roll it around. This is a
The
fashion.
wheel is
this
at least a wheel. Like a wheel is useful.
This is a fashion piece for sure. For sure.
This is why. I'm seeing a lot of prices here. Apple's $230 iPhone Pocket. Is it $230
on
or
the website,
$130?
it's $150 right here on the website. I'm looking at it.
Oh, it is
It's $150.
$150.
Oh shit.
Okay.
The long one is $229.
There you go.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
both. So it's both. Okay.
Holy shit, dude. The long one is limited colors. Of course. Oh, it's some like pro bullshit that they're trying to do with that. Oh my god. That's actually crazy.
I don't really care. It's if I see anyone with one, I would laugh at them.
Dude, a $230 little phone holder. That's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's absolutely crazy. Dude, this issue is gonna sell out though. I feel like hella people are gonna buy it. I don't know why. I wonder what the sales are on it right now. I mean, I am in San Francisco and I haven't seen anyone with it yet, which is
I feel like you're in the
surprising.
right place to see someone with it.
Yeah, I
Unless
haven't
it's
seen it yet.
targeted totally at other markets.
I went to work today. I mean, I didn't really look that much outside, so I'm not sure. But I'll look around, man. I remember when the Vision Pro came out, I saw hella people like walking around with the Vision Pro. So I saw that like right away. So this is not even close to that kind of phenomenon.
Where's
But
the
yeah, dude,
pocket? I'm looking for it. Like, I want to try and purchase it right now.
I have the link open right now. You want me to send it?
Hold up, I'll find it here. Oh, yep. Yeah, dude, this thing, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why do some of the pictures have the phones not all the way at the bottom of it, and some of the pictures have them like shoved all the way down in there?
Yeah, it's like kind of showing you like,
It's
oh,
like
you could
different
have
ways
it.
to wear it.
You could display it. Yeah, you could display it differently. I think that's what it's trying to portray to you.
I don't
Like you can
really.
have it a little bit out, or you can have it all the way in the sock. Like
Poor Apple.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that material looks really nice though. Whatever material they made it out of, it looks kind of like a fire material. But I mean, if it was $50, maybe I would have thought about
Really?
it.
I'm like kind of like,
I
to
don't know,
me,
150, never.
to
Right?
me, it
Like
looks like woven bungee cord.
it might be, but it's kind of like you can kind of tell like the sewing on it is pretty nice. It really is kind of like a sock. It's like a sock situation.
Yeah, I don't want a sock for my phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know,
So,
man. I mean,
well,
if they had some kind of special feature where it would wipe off like your screen and clean up any fingerprints, I feel like that would be lit. If it's like you put that thing in there
but you
and then
know
it
it
just
doesn't.
clears all the fingerprints off.
You know it doesn't, though.
Yeah, but I mean, they should have added that, dude. I feel like my phone always got some fingerprints on there.
I feel like it would have to be like rigid in some way. Like you need it to apply a pressure to the screen. You can't have it be flexible.
Well, like I mean, if they did something where it's like you could just use your hand and like as you're pulling it out, like you kind of grip onto it, or I don't know. They
Well,
could
that
figure it
might
out.
work
Like,
too, but then you just got to
yeah,
keep your sock clean.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get any dirt in your sock, you know?
I mean, I'm sure you could wash this thing. It literally is like, I feel like a washable material.
I feel
I have no
like
idea.
because of the designer, you might not be able to. But
It features a
like it,
3D knitted construction.
yeah, that's
It
why I
says
said
3D.
woven bungee cord. I read
It's
that too.
nylon, polyester, and polyurethane. Okay. Let's see. Can you wash it? Let's see. Product sold. Blah blah blah. Okay. Tell me if I can wash this thing, dude. It doesn't tell me. It does not say that anywhere, dude. What the heck? It's inspired by the concept of a piece of cloth. What does that even mean?
Just a piece of cloth, dude. That's the whole
Dude, what
inspiration.
is that? Dude,
I
that's actually
can't
funny.
I
Dude,
can't
that's like
explain
the
it to you any
funniest.
better than they did. I
That's
don't
the funniest
understand this
description
already,
I've been.
Parse. I mean,
That's the
I
funniest description I've ever read. It's
I was
inspired by
disinterested
the
from the
idea of
first
a
time
piece
I
of
saw
cloth.
it, so much so that you brought it up. And I've definitely read the name before, and you brought it up, and I was like, don't know what that is. Like, I don't know why this is the thing, but I guess it is.
Dude,
I
that's
also
crazy.
so let's switch over here to some things I think are much cooler. So I think this was the other thing you put down, but Steam is launching
Yeah.
a Steam machine, which is basically a Linux computer running Steam OS, that will play video games. So it's like a console, but like a computer, and you could realistically install Windows on this.
Yeah, and you might want to,
I
because they
don't
were
know if
saying
you would
like one of
want
the
to.
biggest flaws of it is that you can't play COD on there. So people were pissed that they can't play COD on there because
Oh, I think that's more a matter of
only-
time.
yeah,
I don't think this is biggest selling point is COD by any means. To be honest, I think that's actually like
it's not. It's
a
I
lower
mean, it's
percentage of
basically
people that
any
would
of
buy
the
it.
anti-cheat games, right? It's like the discussion we had before, right? It's Linux is literally
Yeah,
excluded because too many people are on Linux are cheating, right?
but
So it's like the anti-cheating software
it's
is the
also
limit.
like it's a matter of time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
more things are starting to run Linux, so it's like eventually it should be supported. Like there will be enough market share there.
yeah.
But this thing is pretty cool, and I could easily see this being like something that you would buy a kid for Christmas if they wanted a gaming PC.
Dude, yeah. No, what they're saying with this is it's basically console consoleizing the PC market, right? So it's
Yeah.
basically taking a PC and making it as much like a console as possible, and then you have basically all of Steam on there, but you could also low-key like do some work on there.
So
You know, it's that flexible. It's super cool.
it has a 6-core, 12-thread processor. It's got a pretty decent GPU in it, 16 gigs of RAM and 8 gigs for the video card. And then there are two models, one with 512 gigs and one with a 2 terabyte SSD, and then a high-speed micro SD card slot. So you can literally upgrade the storage with micro SD cards. You
Yeah.
probably also, I don't know if anyone's seen the inside of it, but my guess is you'll be able to swap out the SSD on your own. It's probably not soldered on, which is also sick. Like you can get
Fire.
where's my
Yeah.
little stick of gum SSD? Dude, it's been on my
Dude,
desk for so
how
long
much is it?
and
How
now
much
it's
is it
gone.
going for right now?
The Steam machine, it's not technically out yet. I don't think it's for sale yet. I don't know if I saw a price on Steam's page here. But I do think this thing is really cool. And so you're right. There are limitations for games, but 90% of the like I feel like this is also going to be a big win for someone who has like 250 games on Steam and they've been using Steam for forever. And they want to be able to like play their game somewhere else. Like you could get one of these for a TV and put it in your like family room. Yeah, I really don't know what I did with this SSD. Oh, there it is.
Dude, they're saying it might be $400.
No, yeah, it's looking more like a couple $100. It's not going to be $1,000.
Dude,
They're trying to
that's
compete with the
crazy.
consoles. So
They're
you would
trying to compete with the
literally, I
console.
guarantee you'll be able to put one of these in it of your own.
Dude, this actually might even go into the Mac Mini territory in terms of
I think this would
like
beat a
people
Mac
who wanna
Mini,
buy it. That's crazy, dude.
but it's
Because the
sick.
Mac Mini going for
It's actually pretty sick. I think this is a much better bang for your buck than a Mac Mini. How cheap is the cheapest Mac Mini?
cheapest Mac Mini is $599. Dude,
So
so this might
let's
undercut
compare
the
them
Mac
here.
Mini market. This would undercut the Mac Mini market. That's actually crazy.
So I'm gonna look at the specs for the cheapest
Yeah,
one.
let's pull up the specs.
So the cheapest one I'm finding. Are you looking at the M4 or is yours an older model?
And M4, yeah, the
You found it for
latest.
$499.
no $599. $599.
Yeah, okay, $599. So 10 core CPU, 10 core GPU. They're a little bit different because this is an ARM processor, but Steam Machine has 6 cores, 12 threads, which 12 threads is hyper-threading. It's allowing each core to do more work than a single core. So 12 threads, it's not the same as 12 true cores, but it's closer to 12 cores than it is to 6 cores. And it's also a pretty fast processor. Then it's also RDNA 3 28 compute unit GPU, That's also a little bit hard to compare to 10 core because technically that's saying it's 28 cores, but it's compute units, not cores. So
Yeah.
I don't really know how that equals out. Both are 16 gigs of RAM, but the Mac Mini is 16 gigs unified. This is 16 gigs for the CPU and 8 gigs for the GPU. So really it's 24 gigs.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then the smallest, the cheaper model of this Steam machine is 512 gigs on the SSD. The Mac Mini's
Yeah.
256.
256. Yeah.
I think that
Dang.
handedly beats out the Mac Mini.
I think that beats it sort of. Yeah. Like obviously you just don't have the, Mac OS. You're just on Linux. But I mean, Linux is pretty good, man,
Linux is good
nowadays.
these
Like,
days.
Linux
So
is great. Like you can
also
get
with
it nice
this,
in on it. Yeah.
uh, it has
Running
pretty
Steam
solid
OS
I/O.
it's running Steam OS on there.
Yeah, it's Steam OS. It's not even just
Yeah.
like Linux. It's like Steam OS. Like it literally works. Like it's what all the Steam decks run. They've been developing it.
Awesome, man.
So
I
yeah,
love this thing, man.
I really
love
like this thing. It's a cool little
Yeah.
box. I kind of want one, but no, really, if I want to pay for them. But it has 2 fast USB ports and 2 slower ones for like a keyboard and mouse if you wanted to plug it in. It also has DisplayPort and HDMI. And then it has a gigabit Ethernet. And I think if you were literally just going to get a PC and you needed to run a bunch of stuff on it, you could probably do it on this. And
Dude,
I think
legit.
on Linux it'll run like just as seamless as a Mac Mini.
I want to like see the size. I couldn't comprehend the size of this thing.
There are
Like how?
pictures if you Google it. There should be pictures of people holding it. There are YouTube videos out already.
Oh, here it is. Here's a good picture of it actually next to.
So it's like a little box. Like it's like I think it's smaller in like left, right, like wide and
In terms
depth.
of width, it's as big as it's as wide as a controller. It's
Yes.
basically a cube.
I
wide as a
think
controller.
it's smaller than the Mac Mini in footprint, but it's taller.
Yeah. It's just a little bit taller. Yeah. Oh wow.
That also
This is-
that brings me to that controller that's leaning next to it is the new Steam controller, which also looks pretty sick.
Oh, that's the controller.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the controller for it. So that looks like a pretty sick little device too. Magnetic thumbsticks, nice rumble, comes with the back buttons and everything, and 2 trackpads on it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Steam Deck where it has the trackpads. And then, yeah, that one, I mean, to me, it's also like, it's cool, but it's just a controller.
Dude, basically, Steam is just profiting off of copying Nintendo, right? So this is basically Steam's GameCube, dude. This is a GameCube, bro. This is the modern
It is a GameCube.
5 GameCube.
That's
That's what
actually
this is.
sick. I didn't really think about it that way, but you're right. And I don't know necessarily that they're copying Nintendo because this next part doesn't. But
It's definitely
I
inspired.
do
It's-
get the
it's
Steam Deck. Like the Steam Deck was inspired by the success of the Switch. And
Yeah.
this, we can call it a GameCube. I think fundamentally they are pretty different in both the way they're
Yeah.
marketing them and what they actually were. Not to say like anything bad about the GameCube. It's just I don't see it as the same thing. But in terms of shape, they have made a GameCube.
It's just inspired, dude. It's just
Yeah.
inspired, but all the hardware and software is like, way better. But
So
it's
and then
awesome.
the final thing they've got coming out is a new VR headset called the Steam Frame.
Yeah.
And apparently this thing is actually sick. So
Frame.
it's pretty light. It's the
Yeah.
first one that, as stock, has the battery mounted to the back of the head strap. So it balances the weight of the headset.
Oh, dude, this thing looks crazy. Yeah.
It has ridiculous tracking, like very, very good tracking. It has the special 6 gigahertz wireless adapter to connect it to a computer. So it's wireless to connect to the computer and run stuff off the computer. It has this thing called foveated streaming. So it is eye tracking. and
Okay.
the screens in the eyes only focus, like they only render high detail where your pupils are looking.
Oh, that's actually legit. So it saves like computing power on
Yeah,
that.
so the rest of it'll be blurry, but it's all in your peripheral, so you can't tell
Yeah,
anyway.
you can't even tell anyway. It's saving
Yeah.
some compute with that.
And
Actually fire.
so people who have tried that has said that that is ridiculous and works way
Yeah.
better than they've seen it in other things that have tried to do it. The displays themselves are pretty sick. They're 2160 by 2160 panels. At that size, that's like a ridiculous pixel density. And
That's
then it
crazy.
supports up to 144 hertz of refresh rate.
Dude, I love what Steam's doing right now, man. They're I
And
love
then
this
the
shit, man.
controllers do just look like generic VR controllers, but I don't think they
Yeah,
needed to look like anything different.
Eric.
Um,
Dude, this is awesome.
so the Steam frame is also still standalone. There's a computer in
Yeah.
that. It has a Snapdragon processor with 16 gigs of RAM, and you can play games natively and run
Dude,
Steam OS natively. So it's also
so
it's competing with your Apple one.
yeah, dude, because there's not even like a giant battery, dude. This is
Yeah.
incredible, dude. This thing just straps to your
And
head.
so you
Like
can
that.
connect another battery, but the
Yeah.
plug is on that back part, that back thing. So it just runs down your back if you do connect
This
another
is
battery to
awesome.
it.
How long what's the battery life on this thing?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen like that full of a review yet. People got
Yeah.
invited out and got to go do like a test run at an airport
Oh,
with
okay. So no
Steam.
one's got to use it. Like
No one's
use
got
it.
to use it for more than like 20 minutes, I don't think. But apparently it's pretty good. Uh, the weight also has to be way better than yours. I don't know what yours weighs, but this is only 245 grams, which is lighter than my Quest.
Yeah, I think we looked it up before. I think it's at least double for the Apple Vision
But
Vision Pro. Um,
yeah, I think this is very close to what Apple made for the Apple Vision Pro, and it kind of looks better in ways.
that's crazy,
Especially
dude.
if you like to use it for
Yeah.
gaming, but like it literally runs SteamOS with a desktop
Yeah.
interface.
No, that's now it's like Steam is using their ecosystem effect too now, right? It's like, okay, if
Yeah,
you
so
use Steam,
Steam is expanding. Steam is having a
yeah,
good
I
time.
love this. Yeah, no, I really love this because now it's like, okay, we have Steam OS now.
Yeah.
Now we can do the ecosystem thing. You can be across multiple devices that run everything. It's all the same.
So
It's like a seamless experience.
I am waiting patiently for SteamOS to be released as well. So
Yeah,
SteamOS
it's gonna
should
open.
be coming
Yeah,
for install. Like I could go grab a disk image and install it on my desktop. And I
yeah,
am waiting so excitedly for that. Because I will leave
that's
Windows. I'm
yeah,
only on Windows because Windows runs everything. But
yeah,
now, like with Linux too, with AI and everything, and the development that AI makes easier, there are
mhm,
like really good translation layers for Linux now. Like you can run anything Windows on Linux. They basically built Rosetta, but for Linux,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
and it's good. It
Oh, that's
runs.
nice. That's
It's
nice.
it's
Yeah,
getting like seamless, and I will absolutely leave Windows for it. I
that's
kind of want the SteamOS one, so you know it's gonna be supported for all the stuff I would generally want to use. Like a lot of
yeah,
Steam's money is in making sure these games run, and for games to run, 3D has to run. So other 3D programs like 3D rendering and things like that are gonna run, and so
yeah.
I feel like that kind of paves the way. But I kind of want this VR headset. I have no idea how much it costs.
Dude, that VR headset looks fire, dude. That looks fire. That's basically what they were trying to do with the Vision Pro, but it's like, oh wait, we didn't have enough power. Like we need the battery situation going on.
Well, and I don't know how they're the first ones to have done this so far, but and it seems so simple, but putting the
Yeah.
battery in that thing on the back of the head strap to take the
Yeah.
weight off the head on the front,
Yeah, no, that's
like
the counterweight.
that's
The
so
counterweight
smart.
idea is brilliant because Apple had to like fix that issue because they had
Yeah.
to add like a strap at the top. They had to do the dual strap situation, right? They kind of fixed it with this
So
M5 Vision or whatever. So,
the general thought is somewhere around $1,000, but that's hard to say.
dude, it was so funny. I just looked it up on Reddit, like what's the battery life gonna be? And then someone's like, not long enough, and I'm like, damn true, dude.
They're not
That
wrong,
just
but is your Vision Pro long enough, or have you ever used the
no,
entire
it's definitely
battery in
not
one
like
sitting?
the Vision Pro is definitely not long enough either. Like I think once you use it for 2 hours, it's cooked. Like you need to charge it. Um, so yeah, 2 hour battery life for anything I think is absolutely garbage. But a lot of things have a 2 hour battery life.
Yeah, and so, but I think they like thought about that and made this a way better one that like they can use. So if this is like $500 somehow,
Yeah.
I might buy it.
I mean I think the lowest for tech like this, like batteryless tech, like dude, this is fire, dude. I think it's at least gonna be 800. I don't see it going down to five. I see at least eight. Like that way, it's like flagship phone level price. I think that makes sense. Yeah, if 1,000 makes sense, honestly.
So I want to see. I think if the Steam machine wants to be
Yeah.
serious, I think if they can get it to 399, that's gonna be like a no
They
brainer.
might do that just for marketing. I mean, that's a dollar difference, right? They might do that just for marketing.
Well, I just mean I said 399 because I expected them to put it at 99 rather than the even number because that's just what
400.
you do. Or it could
Yeah.
be 499 cents, either one. Uh,
Yeah.
but I think that price range, people will just buy it.
People are gonna get it, dude. I just see people not even getting like actual PCs anymore and just getting this thing. Like it just makes sense, dude. This thing's so powerful for such a small like surface area that it takes up. It just makes sense.
I want to know what the frame
Like,
costs,
dude,
but
honestly, like
we're waiting.
if my parents knew about like I remember as a kid you would always like look up like consoles and try to convince your parents on like, oh, why this is a reason to buy it. If I was a kid back like in 2025, that's one major thing I'd tell my parents. I'm like, dude, this is actually just a computer too. Like it's not just a gaming PC, like a gaming console. It's literally just a computer. So we could just get this to replace our computer. I feel like kids in 2025 would have a huge reason just to convince their parents to get this.
Yeah. So I'm excited for these. I think they have the potential to like actually make sales in the gaming community, which would be kind of sick. I think there is a slight chance this could be the end of Xbox because Xbox hasn't
Oh,
been
that's,
doing great.
dude,
And
screw Xbox.
if you have to pick Windows or this, I think you pick this.
No, dude, Xbox has always been like malicious, bro. Like they always increase the price. Like it's same thing
So,
PlayStation does too.
yeah, and
They
so
malicious.
this would be a console that you don't even have to pay for like the online, like
Dude, Steam
PlayStation
games are
Plus.
like so reasonably priced too. Like Steam
I
games have like the
also
most.
I could buy this
Yeah,
and let's see. I'm getting a number here. One second.
dude, you should get it, dude. I feel like you're sort of on the edge of getting it. You should snag it, and
But
then
if
tell
I
us how
was
good.
gonna buy one of these, I would buy the VR headset. I have a
Oh, not this.
laptop that's ridiculous. First of all,
Yeah,
both of the two computers next to me beat this thing
yeah,
handedly. I have a laptop
yeah.
that's
I know.
ridiculous
Yours
that's
are
running this show, and I have a desktop that's ridiculous right here. So
you're
I
running.
would not buy the PC. I would buy the
You're on a
VR
custom
headset.
PC. Of course, it's cracked. Yeah.
Well, not all custom PCs are cracked. I just spent a lot of money. Okay,
I
so
mean,
here's the
most
cool thing
there's a
about
couple
this.
reasons I do the custom one. I mean,
So
but
here's
yeah,
the coolest thing to me about this gaming console.
yeah,
I have Steam on my PC. I have
mhm,
55 games. If I buy a Steam
yeah,
machine, I have 55 games on my new console.
yeah,
And I'm pretty sure I can install other launchers. So I'm pretty sure I
yeah.
could install like Epic Games and then I have more
No,
games.
100%. So like, yeah, no, exactly. Like if you get this VR headset, it's seamless. You have all like, I mean, I don't know how many VR games you got though. I mean, I don't know how many games work in VR. I have no idea how that works. But
I mean, I have VR games. I have a VR headset. But yes, they all 55 are not VR.
are they so for your VR games, would they be compatible with this? I don't know how that works. Or do you need
Yeah,
this
no.
specific?
So it's they would be compatible with it, not
Yeah.
in standalone. So the
Okay.
standalone thing on SteamOS, it's
Yeah.
probably going to have its own requirements, and it'll probably let you run things that won't run the best, but
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
probably say, "Hey, you might want to run this on a computer and plug in the wireless connector."
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Because like, sure, I could probably run these on there, but again, crack desktop right there. Let
Mhm.
crack
Mhm.
desktop run it and just send it. Not to mention, like, 90% of what I use my VR for when it is plugged into my PC is sim racing, and
Yeah.
I can't plug the steering wheel and the pedals and everything into the VR headset, so it has to be
Mm,
PC.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I assume there are things that it would run fine in VR. Like, I mean, I have specifically VR games on my Steam. So
Yeah.
let me find them because I don't remember their names. I have Half Life Alex, which is a Steam game actually. Half Life has always been a VR game for Steam. So I have
Mhm.
Half Life Alex. That's the newest Half Life, but the one before that was made many, many moons before that. I have these aren't exclusively VR, but like Assetto Corsa and Corsa Competizione. What's the name of this one? I'm trying to look at these little icons to figure out. There's this other game I have. It's called Red Hot. That's it on Steam, and it's literally I don't know if you've ever seen this VR game, but there are like these red crystal guys, and they can only
Yeah.
move as fast as you're moving. So if you just
Mhm.
stop moving, time freezes. But if you move
Yeah.
fast, they'll like sprint at you.
Oh, interesting.
So that's a fun game.
I
But like that's on
like
Steam.
that.
You could probably play that
Yeah.
natively. It's not a hard game to
Yeah.
run. It's just a white background and red guys.
Mhm.
Uh but I mean on the VR headset, you could probably play like a bunch of other games that aren't inherently VR just on like a virtual screen in front
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Like you could play Repo on there, you could play Rocket League on there, you could play Bloons
No, it
on
would be
there.
fun. Like that's what I would do with my Vision Pro. I'd like
Yeah.
basically play Pokemon on there. I would just have
Yeah,
a
just
controller and
make a
just
big
a
screen.
gigantic screen of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's hella fun, dude. It's hella fun.
I don't typically do that. My monitors are better than the screen in my VR headset, but mine's old at this point. My VR headset's like
No, dude,
6 or
the
7
Vision
years
Pro
old.
is the Vision Pro is great for that kind of thing, like phone gaming
So,
type of thing. Yeah.
but that's why I want this cuz this
Yeah, this
frame
would be
looks
real
like
game.
it's a step up from the Vision
Yeah.
Pro.
It'd be not just phone like level gaming, you're doing real gaming. Like
Yeah.
that'd be hella fun.
So that one I think is going to be the coolest thing if it ends up being something awesome. But it
Dude,
also has a micro SD card slot on the headset.
I love this, man.
And they said
Steam
they're
is doing
supporting
great.
side loading from day one.
Dude, how did they break into the market again? Like when did the Steam store start?
Steam was one of like the original game launchers for Windows, like where you could buy online games once buying
Oh,
online
really?
games became a thing.
Yeah.
Steam has been around for a very long time, like since early high school.
Did they get like a new CEO or something? Like who came up with this modern
Steam
version of
is a
Steam? Like,
private company. Steam is not publicly traded. They have no
int-
shareholders.
yeah,
They
I
have been
think
having,
they might end up being public because
yeah.
they're doing so well right now.
Yeah, it launched as a software client in September of 2003
Yeah. Wow.
for
They've been around
Valve
forever then.
Games.
22 years. Oh, for Valve.
The company is Valve, yeah.
No. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah,
So
Valve
they're
has been
calling
around.
it the Steam Frame, but like the last VR headset they put out was the Valve Index.
Valve. Okay. So like it's almost a rebrand, but like this rebrand
I
is
think
awesome.
they're
Like,
just
perfect.
making the Steam
Yeah.
name more overarching. It's a
Yeah.
line of
Yeah.
products now rather than just an online marketplace.
Dude, yeah, that's great, man. I love it, man. I love it.
So
It's like
by
they're actually like
2013, they had 75% of the market share purchasing games from them.
it's like screw these console manufacturers. Like Steam is gonna kill everybody, man.
Yeah.
Like it just makes more sense to be on Steam right now. I feel like they're really evening out the playing
So
field.
in 2021, Steam had over 34,000 games with 132 million monthly active users.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Dude,
they've been kind of just sticking money in their pockets
this is modern. Yeah,
and
this is modern
developing
game.
things. Well, and so it's
Yeah.
also a private company. So when they
Yeah.
don't want to release stuff, they aren't beholden to stockholders. They can just wait
Yeah,
and make money off the store and develop
they're not
whatever they want to
solely
develop.
driven by profit. Yeah, like they're not solely driven by profit, which is
Yeah.
like a huge thing. Like, I mean, that's what now EA they just got bought out by like some private equity firm, right? So like that company is
But
screwed,
EA
right?
was
Like,
public traded before that.
yeah. Yeah, so now we already know that private equity is going to screw that up. You know, it's like a lot of stuff is driven by just money, 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 you know.
Yeah.
So
So
that's awesome that
the
they're
original
focusing on
Steam OS
real
was
products.
launched in 2015, but it
Yeah.
never really became a thing. So was the original Steam machine. I don't know if you ever knew that, but this is
Oh,
the
really? There's
second
an
Steam
original
machine.
one?
Yeah.
There's an
The
original
first
one.
one
That's pretty
kind of flopped. It was a different thing. It was cool, but it just kind of flopped. It wasn't the right time for it.
Yeah.
Then the first Steam, oh, Steam VR is just a software system that I use to play VR games. But yeah, then 2022 Steam Deck was launched. In 23, they did a huge desktop client redo. So like my Steam looks different. And then they also
Mm,
did a huge update to Big Picture mode, which is the full desktop experience for Steam.
yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, they've just kind of been developing on their own software silently, and now they're ready to release 2 consoles and a controller.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I love the way that's going right now, man, because I felt like after what Nintendo did with like the insane game pricing, I felt like gaming was messed
So
up, man. I feel like
that's
this like
also
they
ready.
leveled the yeah.
This is also why you should buy a PC. Cause say I'm just bored and I want to go try a game I've never tried before. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go into Steam's discount section and look for a random game that looks slightly interesting just to try for no reason.
Yeah.
And
And how much
let's see here. So I can do CarX Drift Racing online for
yeah.
$2.99.
Okay.
COD is COD, so COD's older CODs are like $20 and newer CODs are like $30 and the newest one's like 70. But that's just cuz Steam doesn't own it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like here's another game. It's called The Planet Crafter. To be honest, it looks like a huge rip off of a different game. Is this
What Starship or
DLC?
whatever.
This better be a DLC. No. So this game is called Planet Crafter. It looks like a
Yeah.
huge rip off of this other game. uh, that I can't remember the name of right now. What is this other game called? Nuts. I don't know the name of it right now. But
Nuts.
yeah, what is I've literally had this game installed before. No, there's like a massive MMO space game that you
Yeah.
literally can go build like civilizations and discover planets and star systems, and the galaxy is ridiculously huge. And I can't remember the name of this, and it's pissing me off because I have like hours on this game.
That's hilarious.
And it's like a big game. It's called No Man's Sky. That's what it's called.
No Man's Sky.
That
I've
this
heard it.
planet game looks like a ripoff of No Planet Crafter looks like a huge ripoff of No Man's Sky, but that's $12.
Yeah.
But my point is like in new consoles like the Switch, you're
Yeah.
stuck at whatever Nintendo wants to sell stuff for. And
Mm-hmm.
there's only games that have been developed for the Switch 2 on there. This is PC.
Yeah.
Every game that's ever been built for Windows will run on my Windows 11 because going back to full circle, Windows is Windows. And it's literally like I could just go find a game from 7 years ago that looks fun and is $2.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's the huge advantage, man. It's like the open capability of this thing. Like, yeah, exactly. Nintendo's so shut down. I mean, it's
And
worse than Apple. Right?
it's
Nintendo's worse than Apple
it
in how
still
shut
gets
down.
everything else. Like
Yeah.
and granted there are certain AAA titles that'll have an issue.
Yeah.
But it's not all of them. There are AAA like new games that'll run fine on the Linux version of SteamOS. So it's gonna depend what it is. Dude, Power Wash Simulator is only $12.50.
Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah, you just sit there and
That was-
power wash things.
I think that was the. I think people were really into that during COVID. I'm pretty
Power
sure.
Wash Simulator, Farming Simulator. We could do Goat Simulator too. That's only $12.
In times of boredom, people get interested into very interesting things, dude.
But there's just it's so expansive over here.
Yeah.
So I'm never in a position where I feel like I have to buy a game or have to spend any sort of money on
that's
a
like
game.
$100.
If I'm really hurting to play something I haven't played that looks interesting, I'll just go look through stuff on Steam until I find something cheap.
Facts.
But this console is going to launch with, I imagine, over 38,000 games.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
So that's also going to be like the widest game selection. Oh, actually, that number has ballooned. So apparently it was 34,000 in like 2021. It has surpassed 100,000 games.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, because once there's a ton of users, it just makes sense for developers to spend their time and develop games in Steam.
Wait,
Like for Steam.
is it lying? I don't know. This is lying.
Oh, did your AI lie to you?
I don't know.
AI hallucinated
There,
or what?
well, no, there's this one website saying they recently passed a milestone of having 100,000 individual games available on the platform.
GPT.
It says, although a significant number of them at any time might be hidden due to a user's content filters. I guess that's from 2024. I just don't know how reliable this website is.
Okay, there we go. 2025, 118,000 games. There you go.
Okay, so it is over 100,000. Yeah, so it's massively ballooned since it was at 34,000. But a console launching with 100,000 games?
Yeah, in 4 years, it blew up insanely. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like, if I was a kid in 2025 and I knew this as an option of gaming, Like this would be 100% the console I'd buy right now instead of like a PlayStation. Like it just makes sense. You could just play so many more games on this thing.
Oh my God. There's this summary of Steam
Yeah.
game releases by year. So in 2014, there was 1,713 games released on Steam.
Yeah.
In 2024, there was 18,577 games released on Steam.
That's crazy. 18x right there.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
pretty much. And then the games released by month graph just skyrockets
Yeah.
hilariously.
Dude, that's literally like exponential type of growth. Like that's
Yeah, so this
ridiculous.
is why they have the money to make all these fun things
Yeah.
and go try to
Dude,
take over the market.
dude, yeah, screw these big companies, man.
So
Let Steam become a big company, and
the
then a new Steam will come around in 15 years.
the
You
Steam
know?
Deck is low key, but I think they've sold a lot of them.
No, dude, they've sold a lot. As like even you can just tell by like how many YouTubers have Steam Decks. Like there's a lot of freaking YouTubers that have Steam Decks, and like I've seen a million videos on Steam Decks. It's like it was huge, dude. And it's like even the community of people modding the Steam Decks, like that was a huge community. Um, I was watching all sorts of stuff on that.
So I'm trying to see how the sales are doing for them. Oh, that kind of hurts me though for the Steam Deck. Or not the Steam Deck, but the new Steam stuff. So the new hardware won't come out until after Christmas.
Dude, they're saying probably at this point it's probably surpassed 4 million units sold of the Steam Deck.
That's pretty good,
That's
right?
4 million, yeah, 4 million's insane. Like for how niche it is, like it's super niche. It's hella niche, and 4 million is crazy for that.
So Switch has sold over 150 million and Steam Deck's estimated 4 to 5.
Yeah. Like for how niche the Steam Deck is, 4 million like is absolutely insane. Like that's definitely in like a
I
crazy
think they
amount.
could get more people with this little Steam
No,
machine.
yeah, no. Now the Steam machine makes it way is yeah, exactly. Like it makes it way more accessible. Like like everyone needs a console at home. It's like it just makes sense. And it's like if you want to use it as your regular everyday PC too, you just can't. It literally is a PC. It's like the versatility of it is awesome.
So they don't have an exact release date. It just says early 2026.
Yeah, dude. I feel like they need to release it sooner because I feel like Apple was gonna update their Mac Minis and they might catch up in the new version. So it's like if
Well,
they want
so
to
I
keep
still
that,
think they easily win that.
even
And
with an upgrade with like M5 chips
yes,
and those.
and so my reason why is one, if it comes in at
Yeah,
399 or 499 cents, it's
yeah,
already $200 cheaper.
that's true.
On
Yeah, I
top
mean
of
it is
that, it comes
cheaper.
base storage, more storage than the Mac Mini, double it. And if they update that, the second version of the Steam Deck comes with a 2 terabyte SSD. To get 2 terabytes on a Mac Mini, it adds $800 to the price.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go out
If you add
on a
memory,
limb here and say Valve is
yeah,
not going to charge you $800 for
if you
extra
add memory
for the
on
two
anything
terabyte.
Apple related, it'll cost an arm and a leg to get more memory.
So I think the 2 terabyte one, you're probably looking at
Yeah,
around 650, 700, and the two
yeah.
terabyte Mac Mini is 14.
Yeah, yeah. So it's still the price is still beating it out, and in terms of specs, it's going to be right there. I guess
Yeah.
maybe the processor might just be better, but that's
I
about it.
mean, Apple's processor, they're different processors though. Like it's an ARM chip versus an x86, but it's
Yeah.
going to be better than the newer consoles.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the newer consoles have like flagship gaming hardware. Like it's got some hardware in it. It's not nothing.
Yeah. But honestly, yeah, dude,
It'd
I think
be cool to
this is a
see.
huge, this is a huge seller. I think people will still be sort of scared because of the fact that it's Linux, like Steam OS. I think people might still be a little hesitant on that because they've never touched Linux before.
Yeah.
But I feel like Steam OS is so user friendly, it kind of doesn't matter. I feel like it's just intuitive.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. I feel like we're talking in circles a little bit. I think we've said a lot of the same stuff about this. So we can end it out. We've been alive for a while. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I think it'll be cool to see it. We'll see how cheap the VR headset is and if I'll consider purchasing it. But that'll take some
Facts.
consideration. But yeah, I guess you got a quote?
Do I got a quote? I think I might have one. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Where even are my notes? That's the question. Oh, my notes are glitching. Notes are glitching. Let's see. Dude, I did have a good quote. What was the quote?
I'm just going to do one. I don't know
Just
if
do
it's
one.
good or not.
Screw it.
Stay classy, San Diego.